Shreya,
Yes.
explain to me what just happened now.
Okay. So see, now you see something, right?
Yeah.
You draw something and then
Yeah.
you draw something.
Yeah.
Something we perceive through our senses. Through our eyes, we see.
Yeah.
We hear, like you were speaking to Nitya. And you touch. So the 5 senses are there.
Yeah.
So in generally, knowledge is received or perceived by 3 ways. One is through the senses.
Yeah.
Second is the sun sets and the sun rises. But
Yeah.
ideally, the sun never sets and the sun never rises. Or if you put this pen inside a water beaker and you keep looking at it, it looks bent. But it's not bent, it's straight.
Oh.
Right? That's the second type of knowledge and how you learn. But intuition is going beyond the senses, the 5 senses. And still, it is. It exists. So your gut always says something, right? So for example, you feel that I need to pick up an umbrella and walk out. And it rains. All of a sudden it rains in Portugal. And you're like, I just had that feeling that it's going to rain. So the gut is already there. It's there in you, it's there in me. But it's just that it's subdued because of the stress levels we have, because of the anxieties we have. And for children between the age of 5 to 18, it's very easy to grasp. So the process that we give to these children is certain pranayamas and certain exercises which ignite the 6th sense in them and which help them to understand their gut. So it's always that intuition is the first thought that comes to you, the right thought at the right moment. This is what is intuition as per how Gurudev says. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji says that intuition is the first thought that comes to you and the right thought at the right time. Now you're writing an exam and you don't remember the answer. But the moment you step out the exam hall, you're like, oh my God, I got the answer. You were stressed.
Oh, because of
you were strained, or you were not focused, or you were not mentally present there. You're mentally absent. So this is what is the knowledge that we need to give to children. It's not about blindfold activities. It's about how does Nitya know that you drew this?
Exactly.
How does this move like that?
Yeah. How?
So how? So that is the knowledge that is given to them. That's the training of the mind that is given to them. So prana yama. Prana means energy. Yama is giving direction to that energy. So when we give direction to the energy of the youth of tomorrow, the world that they're going to be leading, they're able to perceive better, they are able to express better, and they are able to organize themselves better because they are so confused and they have so many zillion thoughts. And like I was hearing Gurudev say the other day, that the attention span today is only 30 seconds. So if you're sitting in a classroom for 40 minutes, your attention that you give in class is only 30 seconds. So how do you expand that quality inside that child? How do you get him rid of those distractions? How do you get him to focus on that one thought? I have that thought in me. I know it, but I can't catch it because I'm bombarded with so many thoughts. I have seen some wrong things. I have listened to so much of chaotic music. I have been on the TV all day. I've been looking at that screen all day. So there are so many zillion things that are bombarding the child. And once you get rid of these distractions, automatically you're able to be focused. And meditation helps you settle the mind, calm the mind. And that's why they're able to process the thought. They know the thought.
Oh, I see.
That's the science.
I see. I understand. And once they do that, they develop certain abilities.
Exactly.